Hello everyone and welcome to the Weekly Rewind presented by Attractions Magazine. This episode is for Sunday, October 9th, 2016. I am your host, Banks Lee. As always, we're going to take a look back at the past 7 days of our Twitter feed at Attractions. So let's get started last Sunday on October 2nd. Over at the Magic Kingdom in Liberty Square, a brand new show debuted called The Muppets Present Great Moments in American History. This is a show that takes place in the windows above Liberty Square over by the Hall of Presidents. In fact, you can see right there, Sam the Eagle is inside one of the date that is above the Hall of Presidents entrance. It's a really, really funny show. If you love the Muppets, if you love their style of humor, it's a great retelling of two tales from American history, the signing of the Declaration of Independence and Paul Revere's Midnight Ride. You can see full videos of both versions of the show on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/attractionsmagazine, but I definitely highly recommend you check this out in person next time you're at the Magic Kingdom. October 3rd, over at SeaWorld Orlando, we spotted these pumpkins inside the Countdown to Halloween show that they do there during their Halloween event. This is a Sesame Street show. It's a really, really cute show. If you get a chance, go see this. October 4th, we're over at Disney Springs to check out a new Princess meet and greet that is happening as a limited test now until November 1st inside the World of Disney in the old Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique location. And this is where you go and check in, and they give you this pager right here. And when your time, you just kind of wander the store. When your time is ready, it will buzz and you'll head over and you'll go inside and you'll meet a visiting princess. Could be Cinderella, Aurora, Snow White, Tiana, maybe even someone else. You never know. October 5th, we were over at Epcot for a taping of ABC's daytime talk show, The Chew. They filmed here last year, and now they're back this year for the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. All the episodes are going to run this week on ABC at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but check your local listings for when it's going to air in your area. While over there at Epcot that day, we were taking part in an Italian sip and stroll around the World Showcase for Food and Wine Festival. This is just a look at some of the offerings that you can get from the Italy Pavilion at the Food and Wine Festival. Looks really good. That drink looks very refreshing. You can see more photos of different food offerings on our Twitter page at twitter.com/attractions. That night on October 5th and into the very early morning hours of October 6th, I got to experience a D23 event called a Midnight Soiree at the Tower of Terror. Now, this is they had attendees riding the ride, and you can see right here in this photo, we got to actually check in at the front desk. Once in a lifetime experience. We got a special key, got to ride, we got to talk with Imagineers about the ride, meet Mark Silverman, who was the voice of Rod Serling. It was such a fun event. I'm going to have a slideshow recap of this event later on this week on our YouTube channel, so be sure to tune in for that to find out just how awesome these D23 events are. October 6th, we were back over at Epcot checking out some of the stuff before the park closed early that day. October 6th is when Hurricane Matthew started to make its way toward Florida, and a lot of the parks around Orlando this day started closing early at 5 p.m., Epcot included. And you can see right there a little prep that was done on a food and wine, all the food and wine booths actually, taking the signs down just in case the wind got too heavy. All of the major theme parks were closed by 5 o'clock on October 6th and closed all day on October 7th as the hurricane passed through. Luckily, it stayed more offshore, didn't come more inland, so there wasn't a lot of damage done centrally in Florida, but everyone on the coast got hit pretty hard, and all of our thoughts are with them as they recover from that hurricane. On October 7th, once the worst of Matthew had gone away, Disney Springs actually opened up for a little bit that evening initially it was only going to be for Disney Resort guests, but they decided to just open up for everyone. But after it got a little too busy, as you can see right here, lines for the restaurant got pretty long. Then they enforced the Disney Resort guests again. But really awesome that despite all the other park closings, they were able to at least open up for a little bit for guests to leave their hotels and go and have dinner. So because of Hurricane Matthew, this past weekend, the annual Spooky Empire Horror Convention had to be canceled, but Gods and Monsters actually put on a Save Our Spooky charity event where they let the vendors who were supposed to go to Spooky Empire set up shop in their comic book store over at the Aragon Marketplace, let people come and cosplay, and a lot of the money raised was for the vendors that were displaced from Spooky Empire, as well as for Spooky themselves. So it was unfortunate situation for Spooky, but I'm glad a lot of people still got to go and at least enjoy the cosplaying and the company and the vendors. Finally, this week I just want to shout out to all of our subscribers on our YouTube channel. We are almost at 200,000 subscribers. It's insane. Thank you all for subscribing and watching and following along every single day and every single week for this show too. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, if you're watching this video through Facebook, Twitter, or other means, please feel free to go over to youtube.com/attractionsmagazine and subscribe. We have a brand new original show every single day of the week, as well as videos and stuff from all around Central Florida and around the country of the theme parks, of all the fun. So yeah, it's a fun time. Come join us. And that brings us to last week on. This is where we take a look back at the past 7 days of our original programming at youtube.com/attractionsmagazine to see what they covered. So without further ado, here is... And that's going to do it this week for the Weekly Rewind. Be sure to watch the show every single Thursday that I host with Elisa. We're going to have some great segments coming up later this month, like Knott's Scary Farm out in California, Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium over at Universal Orlando, and much more, so you don't want to miss any of that. And until next week, guys, have fun. We'll see you later.